Now that is a room with a view in purple, in blue, and in cyan. Gurnard Bay is a lovely spot, but shall we go and see a castle today? Ever the optimist. There's a Cornish pasty in the window. Oh wow, some more cracking van life spots here. This is Prince's Esplanade. Farewell, little pasty. Cook. Right, what is Carisbrooke Castle about? And how green is my valley? And what a lovely valley it is. Yeah, however, we're here for the castle. And I happen to know something about Carisbrooke Castle because it was here that Oliver Cromwell detained King Charles I. During his rather short-lived reign, interregnum, shall I say. And also, Queen Victoria's daughter Beatrice had this as a holiday home. Oh, as one does. Splendid. Thumbnail. This is all rather splendid. Yes, I can see why Princess Beatrice wanted this for her quiet little country getaway. That's Oliver Cromwell's signature on the death warrant for King Charles I, whom he beheaded a year after his imprisonment here on the Isle of Wight. Lovely chapel, really lovely. Come unto me, all that labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Yeah, I could do with a break after the madness I've been through. Oh, I forgot. I've turned my life into one long holiday, man. Great stonemasonry. Wow. A parapet? Yes, please. This must be above the main gate. Oh, I can see the Champagne Galaxy from here. Cook, Cornish pasty, cook. And of course, if you're going to have a country house, you're going to need an annex mansion. More on that annex mansion later. And pause if you're interested. And the reason for this castle out in the English Channel is because of the Catholics. And of course it was Elizabeth I's father, Henry VIII, who initially started the rift between Protestantism and Catholicism in Great Britain. Obviously you had the Lutheranism and other genres across the Channel in Europe. But looking south here, it's not really the kind of place you could sneak up on in a hurry, is it? And even if you did manage to approach within 100 yards, you then have earthworks. Splendid. And that's a classic motte. Right, back in. Such a thick wall. Must be 2.5 meters thick. That's 8 feet to you Americans and boomers in this country. Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with Carisbrooke Castle. And I've only seen half of it so far. Ah, there's the coach house. What a beautiful place. Jill likes monopolising the food, dislikes the dentist. And there they are, Jack and Jill. They have a job here to raise water from the well. There's a donkey graveyard. Wow. Where next? Lovely spot. Remember the motte on the top of that hill? That's its story. Pause if you're interested. Ooh. Can we go up there? Massively impressive. Nice door. And you can go even higher. Proper high up now. Wow. Oh, you can see Portsmouth from here. Sorry about that. Tell you what, I got the woolies walking on the rim of this motte. Jeez, the drops. Early 12th century. Must be Norman. That's if you paused, if you were interested, you'd know. That, the walls are like knee height. Oh! Oh! And yeah, I told you could see Portsmouth, unfortunately. Yeah, that's quite magnificent. Maybe that's the thumbnail. Right, that's quite enough of that vertigo. Time to get back down again. Good Lord. Gripping the steel banister cable tightly, all of these stairs are uneven in height and in whatever that dimension is. Going is the horizontal dimension of a step. So you can't really get too much into your stride. Finally down. Oh. Oh. They look like they should have been covered, judging by the windows there. Must have been rebuilt so many times over the centuries. That chapel, for example, was rebuilt in the early 1900s. And there appears to be another giant demolished hall there. But the main mansion itself looks absolutely splendid. Yeah. When can I move in? Yeah, this was definitely another annex of the mansion here that must have been destroyed by the ravages of time or religious hatred. What a great door. What was this? Mind boggles. Maybe an outside dunny. Ovens. And that's the story of this annex. Pause if you're interested. Look at the great right lock angle. It's almost 45 degrees. Why can't all front wheel drive cars do that? Then it wouldn't be such a disadvantage having them, would it? Well, this is a four-wheel drive. Basic. Not interested. Whenever you go to these English heritage sites, you're sold quite heavily an £82 a year membership. And I think perhaps if I'm still doing this at 60, which is only 2.5 years away, I might just do that, just go around England and see all the English heritage sites and the equivalent in Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. Cracking mansion though. And as ever, pause if you're interested. Well, it's open. Carisbrooke Castle was attacked during the 100 Years' War with the French. Oh, that's quite glorious. And wooden turrets on the entrance gates. And this was where King Charles I was held under house arrest before his trial and execution. Wow. Yeah, that is nice. And there's Charles I with his head still on. Yeah, but what about the Cornish pasty cliffhanger?